Amazing.
Guilty.
Action.
Okay.
Action. 1, 2.
Ta-da! Okay. Yeah.
Sing Street?
Sing Street.
Sing Street?
Sing Street.
Sing Street.
La.
Shit, is it?
It's awful.
Yeah,
Don't go
okay.
near it. The worst Irish film ever made, probably.
Okay. Well, then we move on from it?
Yeah, let's forget it. It won't be a big deal anyway. No! It has to be seen. Everybody
really?
Yeah, everybody born after 1965 really should see this. So this is John Carney. John Carney is the Irish film director who gave us Once and Begin Again, and he did Bachelor's Walk like years ago.
He did Bachelor's Walk?
He did Bachelor's Walk,
okay.
yeah. Once was the film that obviously went on to win the Oscar for Best Songs, the Glenn Hansard busking film with Markéta Irglova.
Yeah.
And then in 2013, Carney released Begin Again, which is very lovely kind of New York music. Again, a musical drama.
I saw that now.
Yeah, with
Keira Knightley,
and Mark Ruffalo, who I've got an insane man crush for. Mark Ruffalo.
I'd be into Keira Knightley now. So that's the.
Okay, well, well, we won't fight over her.
Yeah.
Sing Street now feels like the culmination of all Carney's great powers. It is very much the third part in this kind of musical trilogy. He's spoken about this, and he has threatened that he's not going to do another musical film, which I think would be a great shame. It's about a few things. Okay. It is about being young in the 80s. It's about being a teenager in the 80s. It's about horrible 80s fashion and nostalgia. It's about great 80s music like The Cure, like, I'm going to say it, Duran Duran, like Hall & Oates, like Aha. It's about seeing a girl and wanting to get with her, but she has absolutely no interest in you, so you start a band to get her attention. It is what a absolutely terrifying amount of bands have actually started because of. You ask Duran Duran, they said, we started this band to get girls.
To get laid.
Absolutely. When Connor comes home and he says, I've fallen in love with this girl, got to start a band. His brother overhears this and he says, right, up to my room, and starts giving him the vinyl record saying, you need to listen to these guys, you need to listen to these guys. Okay. It's great. It's great. And it's
the education begins sort of thing.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's the whole thing. This is your homework, right? Forget about school, this is your homework.
Yeah.
Harks back to that time when music is absolutely everything to you. You're obsessed with it. It's how you dress. It's the posters on your walls. It's how you define yourself. And we were all like that when we were in school. It was like when you met somebody, one of the first questions was, well, what kind of music are you into? It's
Are kids like that nowadays?
I don't know if they are. I do think that younger people will go and see this film, because I think, in one way it's a bit of a history lesson on what, Dublin used to be like, and, teachers punching kids and all this kind of stuff, horrible Christian Brothers and weird fashion, big frizzy hair and all this kind of stuff. I mean, a lot of it, young people look at it and go, oh my God almighty, what were they like? And we were there, we can still do that ourselves now. There's this really nice kind of commitments, kind of salt the earth rhythm going through the whole thing that every member of the audience is just going to love, especially from this country, although I do think it's going to do very well overseas. And I think the reason it's going to do very well overseas is that there's also this great kind of John Hughes teenage romance vibe about the whole thing, and a very charming, as I say, nostalgic look back at that, what is a troubled but very special time of life for everybody.
Yeah, is it too nice? It's not too nice. No, there is the little bit of, I suppose
it's not too nice, and this is, for me, what makes Carney a very special filmmaker, is that he knows what too nice is, he knows what horrible, syrupy, saccharine rubbish is, and he manages to avoid that, all the while pushing very emotional buttons. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10.
That's more than Anomalisa. I'm just pointing that out.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
No, sorry. Yeah, I think this is a real classic. Yeah.
Go watch it, is what you're saying.
I'm not really sure why I'm leaving off a point.
But I mean, you can't give something 10 out of 10. Like Shawshank Redemption. You can't. Citizen Kane, there's very few that are going to get 10 out of 10. Yeah.
10 out of 10 is just like, an anomaly. It's
Rambo, I know what you're saying. Yeah. All the grades.
Meet the Fockers. Anyway, 10 Cloverfield Lane. What the hell is this film? It is a mystery wrapped in a conundrum and tied together with a ribbon of riddle. Do you like that?
I actually like that now. Bet you can't say that again.
Bet you I can't. Yeah. It was written by a three-man team, one of whom was Damien Chazelle, who wrote Whiplash.
Okay.
The movie about the jazz drummer.
Sorry, that was one of the best movies I've ever seen, I have to say. Now, that is a 9 for me now.
Yeah, that's an excellent film.
Yeah.
So that kind of really like boiling human tension is there. It starts off like a Hitchcock film. You see Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character, Michelle, taking off her wedding ring, grabbing her bag and running out of her apartment.
Hightailing it.
Yeah, and it seems that something is wrong. It's like Janet Leigh at the start of Hitchcock's Psycho. She's fleeing something. She's fleeing a life. Gets into her car. She drives out into the night towards further risk, further threat.
Yeah.
She crashes her car off the motorway. She wakes up in a concrete room, handcuffed to the radiator, with her leg in a cast and hooked up to a saline drip. It turns out that she has been brought there by John Goodman's character. Howard is his name. Why are they in the underground bunker? They're in the underground bunker because Howard tells them that they can't leave because Earth has been invaded and the atmosphere is poisoned.
Okay, so you can't really say any more than that now, can you? In terms of the premise, that's pretty exciting now.
That is pretty exciting, but
okay,
things start to happen that make you say to yourself, well, has Earth been invaded, or is Howard just a nut job?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When people see it, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Just think Hitchcock.
Out of 10?
Out of 10, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah.
Ooh. Interesting. I have one for you now. I went up and researched nuke bunkers. You know, with Trump and all that.
Yeah.
And it was the movie that prompted me.
Sure.
This. But there is actually a website in the US where you can get a nuke bunker, $69,000 to $100,000 to get the deluxe bunker.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So just, you know, if you wanted one or to look at, you wanted to go halves on one with a friend or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
No?
I have that thing I just talked about.
Yeah. Our local bakery was closed today. So they're little ones, but you'd notice the difference, would you? Sponsored by Lidl. We would like to thank Lidl today for the opportunity to eat their croissants.
Aren't they the best, Frank?
And
they just
really
make shopping
are
so
lovely.
convenient.
Look.
And you know something? Those prices can't be beaten.
Oh. Oh, Jesus.
So our book this week is Stars, Cars and Crystal Meth, which is
great title.
Yeah, great title, yeah. And it kind of does exactly what it says in the tin. It's the story of Jack Sutherland, who was a PA to the Stars in Los Angeles and became a chronic crystal meth addict. It's written by his father, John.
Wow.
Very interestingly. John is a celebrated author and academic in the UK. So you have to imagine son telling father about these like hair whitening horror stories from this sordid life that he lived in LA, where he was involved in, you know, very risky sexual pursuits, incredibly gluttonous drug consumption. But it's, I think one of the things about this book that makes it very entertaining is that it's not just about that car crash story, it's also an insight into the whole LA celebrity machine, because he was PA to the Stars. I think he's kind of aware that, I think both of them are, both Jack and Father John, who's writing this, I think they're kind of aware of the market that they're writing towards. They're writing towards that type of reader who likes these kind of sordid, filthy tales of excess from...
Like Wonderland Avenue or No One Here Gets Out Alive, that sort of stuff, which I love.
Yeah, so it's out this weekend, and it's definitely going to appeal to anybody who finds, you know, tales of, you know, celebrity filth, LA darkness, seediness. They're going to love it.
Okay.
But there also is, you know, a very kind of serious and tragic subtext to the whole thing. Father even says in the afterword that after the process of writing this, you know, he liked his son a little bit less.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. Not a nice guy.
A little something to tickle the esophagus and rumble the belly if you're not careful.
Give it to me.
The Irish Beer and Whiskey Festival, which is taking place in the RDS this weekend. Craft beers, everybody's talking about craft beers these days, become very popular. The Irish whiskey scene is having a huge kind of renaissance at the moment. If you think about how many hundreds of distilleries there used to be in the country, how few that went down to, and now the ones that are starting to kind of build, like a Teeling is the huge
it's really exciting, I think,
on the scene in Newmarket Square there, their distillery. Very impressive place too.
And there's 60-70 breweries at the moment in Ireland now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No, that's my contribution
sure?
to that. I love.
Are you sure?
I love beer too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
love
who doesn't
beer.
like beer? And the weather's going to be better now, you know.
And there's rugby.
There's going to be rugby, yeah.
So 3 games are going to be shown.
Yeah, the show's exactly. So I think it's going to be like whatever it's 12:30, 5 o'clock, 8:30,
Okay.
or 1:30.
And all day out.
And all day out, yeah. It's just like, it sounds really good. It sounds like a really good thing. There's going to be live bands playing at it. There's going to be craft food at it. Sounds a really good thing. If you go onto the website, which is irishbeerandwhiskeyfestival.com, you can get tickets there.
But there's still tickets going,
There's,
as far as you know.
yeah, no, there should be.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
So,
So you're going to go yourself?
I might not be able to go for all 3 of the matches, but I am hoping to get down at some stage and have a look at it, yeah.
Do you want to see a picture of a Luke bunker, no? I'm going to just show it to you anyway.
Yeah, go on.
Yo, that's the underground Luke bunker, which you can get for retailing at $69,000, and to get the bet between $69,000 and $109,000. You know, so there's a couple of pictures in there.
They install it for you too.
But well, it's underground. I mean, I don't know. I didn't look into the T's and C's.
Does she come with it?
Definitely, yeah.
In between the social scene.